Whether you're trying to get back into an old writing project or starting something shiny and new, procrastination has a way of sneaking in and stopping you cold. You want to write. You know you should write, but instead what shows up is guilt, frustration, and that stuck feeling when the words just won't come. In this video, I'll walk you through my 4-step plan to snap out of it. Think of it as CPR for your writing so you can actually get back to writing your book. Okay, but first, why do we procrastinate in the first place? It's fear, plain and simple. Fear of messing it up, fear of not being good enough, fear of actually finishing and then having to face what other people think. And then let's not forget perfectionism, the classic, if it's not amazing on the first go, then why should I even bother? All of that pressure builds up and procrastination becomes the brain's way of protecting you from something uncomfortable, something that doesn't feel safe. But here's the thing, you don't need protection. You just need a way to take the pressure off and actually get moving again. That's what these 4 steps are designed to do. The first step is asking, what am I really afraid of? In her book, Write for Life, Julia Cameron suggests writing your fears and anger directly on the page, specifically about this project. Don't filter, don't be polite, just dump it all out. When I tried this while getting back into an old writing project, some fears came up that I didn't even know I was carrying. Not just the usual, what if my writing is bad, but deeper stuff like, I'll fail myself by not writing. Wait, what? That thought had been hiding under the surface, weighing me down, and I didn't even realize it until I wrote it down. That's the power of this exercise. It drags your monsters into the light. And once you see them on the page, they've got a whole lot less power over you. Okay, step 2, time to ditch the screens and go analog. When you're procrastinating, your phone and your laptop, they basically turn into slot machines. You're just one notification away from spiraling. Grabbing a plain old notebook, it does 2 magical things. Number 1, it removes all digital distractions. And number 2, writing by hand actually helps you slow down and process better. Your brain shifts gears when you're holding a pen instead of pounding away at the keyboard. So grab a notebook. It doesn't have to be pretty, doesn't have to be fancy. Doesn't matter if it's lined, dotted, or rescued from the back of a junk drawer, just as long as it's offline. Now let's shake things up, because if you've been battling procrastination at your desk for weeks, well, guess what? That desk has now become your procrastination zone. So move, trick your brain. Go to a coffee shop, hit the library, sit in a park with a notebook. Bribe yourself with a croissant if you must. Romanticize it. Pretend you are living your dream author life. You're a mystery writer in Paris. You are a poet living in a cabin in the woods. Or, my personal favorite, you are Jessica Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote. I ask myself, WWJFD. What would Jessica Fletcher do? Well, she'd grab a typewriter and solve a murder, but you get the idea. By putting yourself somewhere new, you strip away all the usual excuses and distractions, like dishes, laundry, that closet that you still have not organized. And suddenly it's just you, your notebook, and the silence. And here's the funny thing, when the only options are staring into space or actually writing, writing usually becomes the less painful option. And once you get a few words down, you start to realize, hey, maybe this isn't so bad after all. Okay, now it's game time. Once you've relocated, it's time to use the timer trick. Here's how it works. You set a timer for 10 minutes, and for those 10 minutes, you're not allowed to judge anything that comes out. No editing, no self-criticism, just scribble. Angry words, nonsense, total garbage, it doesn't matter. Just keep the pen moving. But here's the catch. The timer only works if it's not also your biggest distraction, which, let's be honest, for most of us, that's our phone. That's why airplane mode is your best friend here. Or turning it off completely. And that's why I actually like to use a physical timer. Mine's called a time timer, and I'll link it in the description below if you're interested. A physical timer helps me stay focused without going into the black hole of distractions lurking on my phone. That's the power of 10 minutes. It lowers the stakes just enough to get you started. And once you're in, you'll be amazed at how often a quick writing sprint grows into a full-on writing session. And if not, that's okay too, because if you got to this step, you've already done the hardest part by showing up. Plus, you get a croissant. These 4 steps are great when you need a rescue, but the real goal is keeping that momentum going day after day. That's where long-term strategies like morning pages or writing rituals help train your brain over time to feel safe and ready to write. And if building that kind of routine feels like exactly the support you need, I invite you to check out my Writers Glow Up Challenge. It's a paid 7-day series where I walk you through simple lessons and small steps to create a sustainable writing rhythm that actually fits your life, nobody else's. Nothing overwhelming, just structure, encouragement, and accountability to keep you going. If that sounds like the right next step for you, I'll leave the link in the description below for you to check out. So if procrastination has you feeling tight with anxiety right now, know that I've got you. Because sometimes the secret isn't to push harder, it's to soften, to breathe. That's why this next video is a short guided meditation to relax and to reset. Play it before your next writing session to release your worries and to reconnect with your creativity so that writing feels easier, lighter, and more fun. Check it out now and get writing, my friend. Drunk drawer. Do you have one of those?